Down against one of the NBA's marquee franchises. After locking up the 2 seed in the Western Conference for a second straight year, a first for the Beale Street Bears, the Grizzlies now take on LeBron James and the Lakers for the first time ever in the postseason. Two teams that will look a whole lot different from what they did during the 3 meetings during the regular season. All three won by the home team. January 21st, L.A. ekes out a 122-121 win thanks to Dennis Schroeder's three-point play in the closing seconds, a win that snapped the Grizzlies' franchise record 11-game winning streak, a game that had no Anthony Davis but did have that much-talked-about dust-up between Dillon Brooks and Shannon Sharpe. On the last day of February, Ja Morant, he had a 39-point triple-double, 39, 10, and 10 as the Grizzlies won 121-109 in a game best remembered for Jaren Jackson Jr.'s poster dunk over Davis. There was no LeBron James in this one, or the rematch a week later when Davis went for 30 points, 22 rebounds in the Lakers' 112-103 win to offset 26 from Triple J. This game, one of the 8 games Ja Morant missed due to that NBA suspension. But Ja and Bron are both back for this series, which tips off Sunday at the Forum, and FedEx Forum is where we find News Channel 3's Colin Cody with the latest from the Grizzlies. Colin.
Mike, obviously the key marquee guys that everyone wants to see in this matchup from the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies is 4-time NBA champion LeBron James and the up-and-coming face of the NBA, Ja Morant. Now, Mike, as you mentioned, the hometown team was victorious in every meeting during the regular season, and Memphis is fully aware of how deep this Lakers team is. There are more than just LeBron and AD, and the Grizzlies can't take them lightly.
It's going to be a great challenge. Obviously, they got a deep roster. They made changes, middle of the season to improve the team. Obviously, LeBron, AD are playing at elite levels. We didn't play one game this year with both of them on the floor, so trying to figure that out is going to be interesting. Getting used to their lineup combinations, their play styles.
Beasley's, your Austin Reeves, your Dennis Schroeder's. When those guys are cooking for them, it makes them really hard to guard, really hard to stop. So that's the key when you're playing against them, is try to limit those X factors, in order to just focus on LeBron and AD. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night.
Obviously, it's a good team. Obviously, they got LeBron, AD. The team, we can't take lightly. So obviously, coming in, being locked into the game plan, doing all the little things are very important for us.
Mike, details and the little things will be extremely important, as Ja Morant just said. Back to you.
Yeah, little things that can become big problems, especially in the playoffs, Colin. But for all the pieces added at the deadline, this Laker team's still all about LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And over the last 24 games, LA, the winningest team in the NBA at 17-7. James even missed some of those games nursing that foot injury. But let's not even get into how good playoff LeBron is, as he's looking for a 5th NBA title. But James also knows just how good this Grizzlies team is and the talented pieces they have in place.
Really good team, very well coached, very well balanced. Obviously, the head of snake is Ja Morant, but another all-star, Jaren Jackson, who was up there, won the Defensive Player of the Year. Tyus Jones, the point guard off the bench, has led the league in the assist-to-turnover ratio like the last 6 years. Desmond Bane, I think in his 3rd year, but he plays like a veteran. His ability to shoot the ball from the three-point line is also his ability to, attack an early transition. Dillon Brooks, you can't disrespect him because he makes shots. Xavier Tillman has been playing good basketball. They got Luke Kennard. They got so many other guys also off the bench that you can't disrespect because they will make you pay. Obviously, I haven't thought about Memphis one minute.
Good team, young, scrappy. Obviously Ja had a snake. Jaren Jackson. Obviously, they have guys that's not going to be playing. Guys out, Steven, Brandon Clark. But they're still a good team.
Got to tell you, that was pretty impressive from LeBron. When we come back on Bear Down, from the off-the-court struggles of Ja Morant to the on-the-court success of Triple J, this season has had it all for the Grizzlies. We turn our focus to this team's 2 franchise stars when our Grizzlies playoff special returns. So are you going to put those closer together, or that's how you want me to walk?
Is that too far for you to walk?
No, I'm just wanting to know what you want me to do.
Oh, yeah.
What's that score on that?
Obviously, I made mistakes in the past that, caused a lot of, negative attention, not only to me, but, my family as well, my team, the organization, and I'm completely sorry for that. So, my job now is, like I said, to, be, more responsible, more smarter, and, don't cause any of that anymore.
6 weeks ago, Ja Morant was the talk of the NBA for all the wrong reasons. A March road trip to Denver that ended with the Grizzlies star guard flashing a gun in a social media post that went viral and led to an NBA-imposed 8-game suspension. But Morant apologized, admitted his mistakes, and is focused on regaining the trust of his team and his city. And since his return, I think he's done both rather well. 8 games, 1 triple-double, averaging 20 points and 5 assists a game. Morant's career playoff numbers are even better. He's averaging 28 points, 9 assists, and 7 boards in the postseason. And Ja's focus is just that, the playoffs. He's not looking back.
Past seasons in the past, so obviously I'm looking forward to, what's ahead. Obviously, opportunity for us to go out and prove ourselves, and we got a chance at, going for our ultimate goal, which is a championship. So definitely excited.
When Morant was suspended, it was Jaren Jackson Jr. who took the reins as this team's most dominant player. And even when Ja made his return, Triple J has continued to play oh so very well. Let's head back live to the Forum where Colin Cody has more on Jackson and the way he's been playing for this Grizzly team.
Now, Mike, there's no doubt that the Memphis Grizzlies have had adversity on and off the court. On the court has been the injuries. Now, even though Jaren Jackson Jr. missed 18 games to start the season, his playmaking ability, well, that's what's really kept him near the top of the Western Conference standings.
In his 5th NBA season, Jaren Jackson Jr. has shown his dominance on both ends of the floor, and it's the reason why the Memphis Grizzlies selected him with the 4th overall pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, averaging 18 points, 1 steal, and a league-leading 3 blocks per game, all while anchoring the 3rd best defense in the NBA.
His ability to be on the floor and be available for us and be that impact player, and not just defensively but offensively. You see what he's done offensively during this last month and a half. It's powerful, but when he sets a tone as a defensive player of the year, guy, and then can back it up, with offensive play, this is the special two-way player we talk about all the time.
Putting Jaren's numbers into context, he is only one of 4 players to ever average 3 blocks and 1 steal per game. Ben Wallace, Hakeem Olajuwon, and David Robinson are the other 3, all former Defensive Players of the Year.
I got to be the best rim protector ever. I feel like my timing is gonna carry me, and sometimes you're gonna miss. If you miss, you miss.
It's not only just what he does, but his presence as well. Like, people don't want to drive to him. They don't want to drive towards him. If he's on the court, they don't want to even go to the rim. And that stuff's crucial. It helps our defense a lot to limit their attempts and stuff like that. But, yeah, when he's locked in, he's amazing.
Now, the award has yet to be announced, but in the Grizzlies locker room, there is no question Jaren Jackson Jr. is the NBA's best defensive player, period.
His net rating is like #1 in the league. You know, like, I mean, defensive player of the year, it's a no-brainer in my opinion.
Defensively, he's one of our anchors with his voice. And then with his physicality, people don't want nothing to do with that.
I feel like it's locked. I don't feel like I don't even have to pitch that. I feel like everybody in the league should know that he's a defensive player of the year. If he don't win, I don't know who. You know, I don't know what they watching. So. Played less games than a lot of people that they got over here. I'm trying to, argue.
I just try to get better. That's really it. I can't really do that much evaluation. There's no time.
Now, Mike, it's no secret. Jaren's playing the best basketball of his life. But if you asked him that same question, you wouldn't get the sense of that. And unfortunately, for him not knowing, the NBA came out today and named him one of 3 finalists for the award. So hopefully he brings that home pretty soon.
Yeah, and they should just give him the award right now. Ja and Jaren, part of the biggest storyline of this year's Grizzlies season, injuries. Ja, Jaren, Desmond Bane, and now Steven Adams and Brandon Clark have all missed major time this year with injuries. Those 5 missing 130 combined games. Adams and Clark, they are out for the rest of the season. So imagine where this team would be without the likes of Tyus Jones, Santi Aldama, and Xavier Tillman. All 3 thrust into the starting lineup at times together to help keep this team this season from falling off the tracks. You heard LeBron talk about it. Tyus leading the NBA in assist-to-turnover ratio again. Santi has been one of this team's top reserves, and Sunday will mark Tillman's 30th start of the season.
The reason behind it doesn't always, make me happy seeing, guys go down and stuff like that. That's not what I'm about. But at the same time, like, getting this opportunity, my job is to just make sure I continue to stay ready, continue to take care of my body so I'm able to play and be available for my teammates.
I don't think we know where our ceiling is. I think we can continue to get better. I think we can continue to improve as a team. And I think that's the scary part, but I think that's the good thing for us is that we feel like, the sky's the limit.
The Grizzlies, despite the injuries, one of the deepest teams in the NBA. When we come back on Bear Down, another key to this team's success and the song that every Grizz fan hopes to hear at the end of Game 1 Sunday, an anthem for the Beale Street Bears.
Me and Des out there.
Oh, I just was. Do me a favor, Stanley. Can you hear me? Can we float? We're floating the music. We're not doing the bump. Let's just come up, okay? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Darian, so we just had this double box shot, right? With that? Okay. So where am I like right? Semis. For one, that experience should pay huge dividends. Number two, 2 words: Luke Kennard. A steal at the NBA trade deadline by GM Zach Kleiman, as Kennard has given this Grizzly team not 1, but 2 of the NBA's top 3-point shooters. Kennard, he's number 1, hitting at a 49% clip from behind the line this year. Even better since he put on the Beale Street Blue, shooting 54% as a Grizzly. Then there's Desmond Bane. And while Dez has done more work off the bounce this season, hence the nickname Downhill Dez, he's still a plus 40% three-point shooter. And having 2 guys who defenses have to worry about from the perimeter only make things that much easier for guys like, say, Ja Morant.
Me and Dez out there, I think the floor is just kind of, it spaces, it opens it up for Ja to just do his thing. It's my job to be out there, be ready to shoot, because the ball is going to be moving and it's going to find me.
Especially when you got a guy like Luke out there that makes pretty much every 3 he shoots. It opens up a lot of space for, either him to make a 3 or the ball handler to get downhill. So, it's a luxury to have a guy like Luke on our team.
Turning now to the music portion of Bear Down, what's become an anthem for this city's NBA team, a song synonymous with only one place. For that, it's back to the Forum we go to rejoin Colin Cody. Colin, you got those dancing shoes on?
No, but Mike, I do know that from the days of Grit and Grind and the Core 4 to now with the Next Gen Grizz, well, the Grizzlies organization has evolved a whole bunch, and so has the city and the team's fight song. Whoop That Trick. Yeah, I said whoop that trick has come a long way.
Whoop That Trick, a chant to inspire the underdog. Naturally, a rallying cry not only for the city of Memphis, but also the Memphis Grizzlies.
Through all of the adversity, the Grizzlies still fighting back, and they fighting back to the point they got us back to the playoffs, and people coming together to chant the team on for a win. So the fight back spirit is still in there, but it's on the sports level now, and actually I love it that way.
Memphian and rapper Al Capone created the song in the early 2000s, and he never anticipated 20 years later it would take on a life of its own.
It was all about making a song that had a lot of energy, where I can turn the club up, basically. That's what the song was originally for. And it was my personal song, so it kind of went from one thing to another thing, and here we are.
The chants began a decade ago at FedEx Forum when Grizzlies legend Zach Randolph and then Los Angeles Clipper Blake Griffin tussled to the ground for a loose ball, and Grizzlies fans naturally chanted, "Whoop that clip."
Before you know it, it just spread it through the Forum, where all the fans started screaming, "Whoop that trick," and people that were there were calling, "Hey, you won't believe it." Like, man, come on, you can't be serious, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I saw it with my own eyes, I was like, whoa, this is crazy, it's lit. It came from the people, point blank period. The people made the chant.
It's a noticeable change in the atmosphere during the playoffs, and the players are fueled by the crowd's energy.
The rookies ain't even really get a chance to hear that, so no, I'll definitely whoop that trick for sure. They're like, oh my God, this is crazy. It's like a party in there in the fourth quarter.
I'm excited for it. I definitely saw videos just, from afar watching and stuff. But it looks fun.
We love playing at home in front of our fans. They give us, all the energy we need to, go out and, play hard and get wins for them. And I know, the Forum will be even louder, once playoffs come.
Whoop That Trick, a chant for Memphis and nobody else.
You can't use Whoop That Trick against Memphis. It is Memphis. All races, all genders, no matter what you claim, and we all there for our team to win, to take us there, which I feel like they can.
Now, Mike, the building behind me, you'll see a lot of fans singing "Whoop That Trick" come Sunday at 2 p.m. But we will have also Al Capone told me you can get your own "Whoop That Trick" merch at Ghost River. But we'll have a special guest coming up to help us wrap up Bear Down right after the break.
Gonna be good?
Oh, this is going to be great. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great series when you talk about the Lakers being here for the first time in franchise history for both teams matching up. LeBron's never lost in the first round. Something's got to give at this point.
Of course, you can't talk about the Grizzlies without talking about Ja Morant. We hit on his issues off the court, but on it, he's still special. First off, he says his hand, that he's had wrapped pretty much since that New Orleans game, is good to go. What do you think? No problems?
I think it's going to be something he has to work through, but I mean, you get a whole week off. Hopefully that's enough time to heal, but he's going to have the ball in his hands. He played almost exclusively with one hand when he came back from that injury, but I think he's going to be good to go, and that's not going to be an excuse. Ja won't use one for him.
And Ja, I mean, who's going to cover Ja? And when you bring in Dez and Luke Kennard, you could talk about all the matchups you want about who's going to cover LeBron and AD, but the Lakers have big-time problems in trying to cover this team's best players.
I mean, you guys talked about it earlier, right? 39, 10, and 10. I mean, you can't get a greater triple-double than that in terms of impact everywhere you're going. They don't have an answer for Ja Morant. That's the single most indefensible player in this series, even more so than LeBron and Anthony Davis. That team doesn't have an answer for Ja, but he has to get his teammates involved and activate all of the Grizzlies' weapons.
And, you know, he's talked about more being a distributor because one guy who has had an unbelievable season, we talked about it, is Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J. So good this season, he'll be up against, you know, Anthony Davis. Probably won't start on him because one of the things to focus on, not only these two big men, but Jaren's got to stay out of foul trouble, and you don't put him on AD if that's what you're trying to do.
No, Jaren has to stay out of foul trouble. The Grizzlies are already thin in terms of the big position. And when you look at the Lakers, too, this is a team that leads the league in free throw attempts at almost 27 free throws a game. They take 9 free throws a game in the fourth quarter. You got to keep those guys off the line, and Jaren Jackson Jr. definitely has to stay out of foul trouble to give the Grizzlies their best shot.
Of course, I think the one key that we're all looking forward to, when you have the youth and you have a team that's aged, I guess, LeBron is great, AD is great. How important will pace be in this game in trying to run those older Lakers out of FedEx Forum on Sunday?
Got to get them in transition. The Grizzlies scored 86 points in the paint in the victory against the Lakers that they had earlier in the season. A lot of that came in transition offense. The Grizzlies lead the league in fast break scoring at 18 a game. They got to get the pace up. Both of these teams dominate in the paint. They just do it differently. The Lakers are a little more deliberate. The Grizzlies are a little more attacking style. So the Grizzlies have to play to their pace.
And let's make sure we keep them off the foul line because they lead the NBA. Just crazy numbers as what they do with free throws. Now, if you're a Grizz fan and you're looking for a good omen, Michael, for the home opener, check this out. Ja, that wrap on that right hand, he goes underhand with the left hand, and he makes it at Thursday's practice. Having a good time. We'll show it to you in slow-mo one more time. Man, is there anything this guy can't do? I mean, he's unbelievable, but it is time for some final thoughts on Bear Down, and we're going to do our picks. You're the guest, Michael. What's your take? How's this series going to go starting Sunday?
My take is that the Grizzlies have to win this thing in 6. As much as you want home court advantage to come into your favor, I don't want to see the Lakers back at FedEx Forum for a winner-take-all in Game 7. There's just too many variables right there. All the pressure will be on Memphis, so they got to get it done in 6.
Okay, Colin says Grizzlies win in 5. I'm going to go with the best home team in the NBA, needing that home court success. Grizzlies in 7 to knock out LeBron and the Lakers. This has been fun. A big thanks to Grind City's Michael Wallace, for Colin Cody, everyone behind the scenes. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you Sunday down at FedEx Forum. Good night, everybody.